Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Create with Steve I. Today I am going to share a montage of video clips from my trip to Arusha in Africa. So I am at our gate in Seattle, getting ready to go. We are flying on Qatar Air to Qatar, and then we are gonna go from Qatar to Arusha. There's only one water fountain that is working in this whole section, which is kind of crazy. I didn't even see it. I thought I was gonna have to buy water, but once someone from my group found it, so that's good. Anyway, hope you all have a wonderful time while I'm gone. Bye. We are in Doha, which is Qatar airport. Well, it's in Qatar. It's the airport. Look how beautiful this is. This beautiful walk. I am exhausted. I don't sleep well on planes. So the last 14 hours I was on a plane and was dozing in and out of sleep. Watched some movies, which was fun. Most of the movies that I watched I'd seen before. Isn't this gorgeous? So we made it to Arusha and we are heading to the YWAM base there. It is nice and warm here. It's supposed to be 86, I think. We are just below the equator. It is really pretty here so far. Anyway, just wanted to jump on and tell you I'm so tired.
I do a little bit. I remember parts of it, but it's been a long time.
I thought that Kevin would be doing classes in the US, but he stopped. I just want to show right above my head.
So is she going to be the little indoctrinating kids to think a certain way? To think that it's okay for girls to say that they're boys.
We are out on a walk going to visit a school. It is nice and warm here. I love it. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time, or soon. Good morning. I've had a little more sleep, so that's good. This right here behind me is what they call Tumaini House, and that just means Hope House. And it's a place where some kids live there permanently, orphans, and then some of them are partial orphans, but they help kids be able to go to school, so they pay money and sponsor kids to be able to go to school and stuff like that. And then behind me over here is the official YWAM base, and they do like that's the official YWAM base. We're staying at the Tumaini House. That's where we're sleeping and stuff. So anyway, I've had my first night here already, and it's a little chilly this morning. I wasn't expecting that, but it's nice. I can still wear, I don't have to wear a coat or anything like that. But anyway, it's cool. This is Tumaini House. So this is a kitchen that we were using rollers and painting with primer. I believe the color we're actually going to be using is gray, light gray. So we did a couple coats of primer before lunch. And I think, I'm not sure exactly what we're doing next, but so far, yeah, that's what we've been doing. Okay, so we are helping paint this outside kitchen. This is the second coat of the color. I've been getting all the up parts.
Okay, I'm gonna just.
Do you see all the glass shards up at the top of the walls? This is something that deters theft and breaking in. I saw a lot of this in Guatemala, but I don't think I saw it in India so much, but I did see it in Guatemala. So that was Monday morning worship at the base that we joined in on. And I have to say that being in Africa and being in the African culture, they are very joyful, where we here in America, we are very somber and solemn. And I have to say that I really love the joy and the fun, the dancing and stuff like that in African worship music. So I really enjoyed that a lot. Okay, everybody, so here is the bananas in this area, and they planted one tree and all those others grew, and they cut back. Each tree does one bunch of bananas, so that's one bunch of bananas. And if you want those to turn yellow, then you cut them off and you put them somewhere and let them turn yellow. They don't turn yellow on the tree, which is very interesting.
That basically was to teach that kind of stuff. So that's why Elon's going to because it's like often it's the simple thing. Okay, so because you know, see, the artists have
That we can income generation. Yeah.
All right, so we are in Ingikurit, and this is the terrain. Very different from Arusha, but you can see there's a village over there.
Dry.
So in Ingikurit, they were working on building a new dormitory, and so the explosion that you saw was them dynamiting out the area for the toilets. They go really deep and create this big section. There in Ingikurit, it's like a lot of rock, so you can't just dig, you have to dynamite. So we got to watch them. So I just want to show you guys that this is the bucket shower. So in that bucket is full of water, and that's the little ladle, and you scoop it up and then you pour the water over yourself, and then you soap up and you rinse yourself off using that. In hotter climates, that's a very common way of taking showers. We did that in India, and we have done that here. It's not my favorite way to take a shower, but I don't mind it. But after it's almost been 2 weeks, I'm ready. I'm ready for a shower, like an American shower, because that's what I'm used to, you know? But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you, that is a part of the reality in this area of the world. So in Africa, at that school that we were at, we were giving out food to the kids, which was fun because, you know, they have their lunch and they have their snack. And so we were helping hand that out, which I really loved. That was one of my favorite things that we did. But you hear the kids singing, and the thing is that they're in Africa. Not only do they teach the kids their lessons, but a lot of the lessons are through singing, which I just think is a great thing. They do a lot of singing in Africa, which I love.
Mambo na kujiongeza kaka. Turudini tu ndio wetu bana, tupige ndoa. Kisha.
Capital. Yeah, it's Bradley.
We'll see more.
And that car that was driving fast, probably government people. Yeah, it's a government people. How do you know? Yeah, that's the speed.
Hey everybody, so we are in the Doha airport. We had to get up at 4:45 to leave by 5:30 to go to the airport. We flew from Arusha to Dar es Salaam, and then there was an hour and a half layover there. We didn't leave the plane, but we were there for about an hour and a half, and then flew from Dar es Salaam up to Doha, where we are now. So it's about 5:30 p.m., and our next flight to Seattle does not leave until about, I think it's 7:55 in the morning. So we've got all night in the airport. Fun, right? And then we will be heading out in the morning to go to Seattle. Well, it turns out because we have such a long layover that the Qatar Airlines put us up in a hotel, which is amazing. That was so nice of them. And we each got our own room, which is awesome because I need my alone time. So we have to be up and downstairs in the lobby by 5 a.m. to catch the shuttle to go to the airport to catch our flight. So I'm getting up at 4, so I have plenty of time to have some coffee before I leave, and yeah, that's all I know. Anyway, I can now say I've been to the country of Qatar because I left the airport. So I have to say that this mission trip was really hard for me. I enjoyed aspects of it. There were aspects of it that I really liked, but there was aspects of it that I really hated. And being a part of the YWAM experience in Africa, they do a lot of teaching and a lot of devotions and a lot of like giving the word of the Lord, which is really important there. And that is not my strong suit. That is not my gifting. And so I was really struggling there, and I was really struggling with that for the first week. They had us so busy doing a bunch of different things that I just don't really enjoy doing. I did enjoy the service work because that is the kind of thing I enjoy doing, the hands-on helping out, helping paint that outside kitchen, helping hand out food, helping in those different areas, those different aspects. So I did love that. I think it also didn't help that the week before I left, I was really busy, and then the weekend before I left, I was really busy because I was cooking for a camp, and then I left. I didn't really get much of a rest, and then I had to leave to go to Arusha, and I don't sleep on planes, so I was really exhausted by the time I got there, full of jet lag, and they had us going almost right away. So it was just, that first week was really busy and it was really hard. The second week was better. We did more of the stuff that I liked, and the highlight of the trip was the safari, which the video, if I don't know in what order I'm going to be releasing these videos, but it's either been out by now or it will be coming soon. But that was the highlight of the trip. I am back in the States. This is actually Friday. I got back on Tuesday. I'm still dealing with jet lag. I'm still not feeling well. And I am thinking that maybe my time in short-term missions is over. Like, I know that that may not be true, but I'm tired of, I hate living out of suitcases. I hate jet lag. I hate getting there and going. When you're dealing with jet lag and you're exhausted and dealing with the stuff. And it may just be that this trip was just particularly hard, but I'm glad that I went. I'm glad that I got to go to Africa. I have to say that the poverty was really, really hard for me. I do know that other nations and other countries have a lot of poverty, but you know, here in America, I'm poor. I don't have my money. I don't have a lot of money, and it doesn't stretch very far here in America, but there it stretched further. So it gives people a false sense of who you are because they think you're full of money because you've got money, but it's like, it's really that I don't. It's just that my money there stretches so much further because it's Africa. And everybody had their hands out wanting money, and it was just really hard for me. It was a really, really challenging experience. But I met some really, really amazing people, and I am grateful for the opportunity to go and to experience it. There are places I still really want to go visit and go see. I just don't know if doing it through mission trips is the way for me to do it. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what God has in store because I have no idea. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel so you don't miss any of my future videos. And I'll see you next time. Bye.